Welcome to Conversations. I'm MuqtedarKhan, your host, and today I'm going to talk to you about the regional and, shall we say, a bit more long-term consequences of the ongoing Iran-Israel conflict. It appears that Israel is about to essentially land a devastating blow on Iran. Is it possible that Israel will destroy Iran's regime itself? That the current regime, which has been in power since 1979, which has been a source of, shall we say, a challenge to both regional powers in the Middle East as well as global powers, and has been at odds with the West for over 40 years. Are we seeing the beginning of the end of the Iranian regime? That is the question that I want to address today. But before I go any further, please subscribe to Conversations, like this video, and press the bell icon. And don't forget to share this video with others. So in the past 20 months, Israel has systematically destroyed Iranian capabilities and Iranian hegemony in the Middle East. It has attacked Iran's proxies. Hezbollah has been devastated. Its leadership was destroyed and its capacity was destroyed, and a lot of them were killed. The same has been done to Hamas, and to a great extent, even the Houthis have been weakened to such an extent that they have agreed to a truce with the United States, even though they are still targeting Israel. But with its weakened, it's like Israel is going after the octopus. It has chopped off a few hands and is now going for the eye. And in the last few hours, in the last 24 hours, the wave after wave of Israeli jets that have attacked Iran and attacked several targets, hit its nuclear facilities, hit its military leadership, killing the top three leaders, killing their scientific leadership, and also attacking its ballistic missile factories. I mean, the range of targets that Israel has hit and the efficacy, efficiency, and brutality with which it has attacked Iran clearly shows that Iran is incapable of defending itself. I mean, we are looking at two fighters. One seems to have only a sword, which is Iran, with some offensive capabilities, and the other is Israel, which not only has a sword, a much more powerful sword with its tremendous air force and its missiles and its drones and its intelligence, but it also has a shield. It has tremendous anti-aircraft defensive capabilities, and it also has an armor, the Iron Dome. So clearly they are mismatched. It is obvious for years people have been overestimating, I think, Iran's capabilities, or in the past nearly 2 years, Israel has systematically degraded Iranian capabilities. Maybe that's what we can conclude. But nevertheless, the performance that we have seen in the last 24 hours does not suggest that Iran is as big a military threat as people had thought about it. But nevertheless, Iran is still attacking back. Iran has to create some element of deterrence. Otherwise, Israel will basically destroy all its Iranian military capabilities, not just its nuclear facilities, not just its ballistic missile uh, factories, etc., but perhaps even all other military assets that it might have. So, what we are seeing right now is a one-sided attack. Even though Iran is still shooting missiles, they shot about 100 missiles at Israel in two tranches. About 38 people have been injured. We, at least the last time when I read, I didn't know whether they were all civilians. Israel is accusing Iran of targeting civilians. Uh, and Iran is also accusing, they said about 76 or 78 people have died in Iran, most of them civilians, but clearly Iran's military leadership has been decimated. So now the question really rises is why is Donald Trump and other powers which rushed to promote ceasefire when India was attacking Pakistan? Within 80 hours, we had a ceasefire. But nobody is calling for a ceasefire now. There are some powers like India which have called for de-escalation, but we don't see Donald Trump making phone calls and calling for a ceasefire or de-escalation with regards to Iran and Israel. Partly because I think Israel is not going to pay any attention, in spite of many, many statements from Donald Trump saying we want to have a diplomatic settlement with Iran. We don't want a war. Israel has got what it wanted, and US has not got what it wanted. And that is very clear. So the question is, will Israel continue until it has weakened the regime to such an extent that the people will rise up in revolution and toss the regime out? At least I think that is the idea. We'll see what happens. I think this regime is sufficiently capable enough to at least oppress its own people. But there are certain things that we need to really recognize that Israel seems to have completely outdone Iran when it comes to intelligence. Israel is operating inside Iran. And I think the reason for that is because Iran is an oppressive regime, and there are many, many people in Iran itself who want to get rid of this regime, and therefore they are happy to collaborate and work for an outside threat to their own country. So I think that is one challenge that the Iranian regime faces, that it is not domestically united, like the Israelis are, in spite of all the political mm, divisions. When it comes to Israel, the Israelis seem to be very united. The Iranians don't seem to be like that. Otherwise, Israel would not have so much access to intelligence. Even the fact that it was able to launch drones from inside Iran itself suggest that Mossad has a very strong network inside Iran. So those are the questions that I want to basically raise. Is Israel going to essentially stop after punishing Iran sufficiently, or after it has concluded that the nuclear capabilities of Iran have been degraded to such an extent that Iran will have to struggle and work very hard for a long time to recover them? Or if Iran sends, messages to the United States that it's willing to sign on the dotted line and give up what it claims is its birthright for nuclear enrichment. We will see what happens. I think at the moment Israel feels that it's the boss of the world that it surveys. No one can challenge it. It doesn't care about law and order internationally. Europeans can scream as much as they like. Arabs can scream as much as they like. No one is doing anything about it. So basically, they might think, well, we have an opportunity. Why not finish off Iran in such a way that it will never pose a threat to Israel in the next 10, 15, 20 years. So if I was Netanyahu, that is what I would be thinking. Now the question really is, Iran can create a mess in the Middle East. It may not be able to hit Israel and damage Israel, because once it runs out of its ballistic missile stockpile, then, like I said, it has no defense system against the Israeli air forces. I mean, they are claiming that they have shot down two jets, including an F-35. They have taken a pilot. A female pilot has been captured. I don't believe it until I see them produce some evidence. If they can parade the pilot, show the pilot on TV and say, look, here's an Israeli pilot we captured, maybe then Iranian claims will be more credible. But Iran could still target the supply lines, completely destroy most of the world's access to oil, maybe even hit US allies in the region, which is the Gulf countries, and basically punish the world for what Israel is doing to Iran. Now, Iran can do that, and the question is, would Iran want to do that? Clearly, statements coming from the king, the MBS, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, and other regional countries who are strongly condemning Israel and standing with the brotherly country of Iran, shows that those countries are also worried about what Iran can potentially do. But I think if Iran does not quickly demonstrate a capacity to deter Israel or punish Israel or punish US interests in the region significantly for the US to pressure Israel to stop, I think Israel will continue till it has devastated Iran's military, ballistic, and nuclear capabilities, or maybe even severely damage its economy. So I think I will continue to give you updates every day about the conflict. But right now, I think that is where we are. The question really is, can Israel achieve all its goals, which is destroy nuclear, ballistic capabilities of Iran and put an end to this regime? And the second question really is, can this regime, can this Iran put up enough of a fight to deter a long-term continuation of this and force other countries, especially the United States, to demand a ceasefire and bring a halt to this conflict. So anyway, thank you for watching Khanversations. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, press the bell icon, and don't forget to share this video with your socio-political network. Until next time, I'm your host, MuqtedarKhan. Take care.